Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. So, the remake of RE3 is coming out very shortly, which means it's time to refresh our memories of what RE3 is all about by playing the original game. Now, this original game came out in September of 1999. This is like a little over a year and a half from RE2. It was on the PS1, and this was considered to be the third, I guess, the final game of the Raccoon City trilogy of RE1, 2, and 3. You can see from this logo, it is very late 90s. It's extremely late 90s, you can tell. Looks like the logo looks like shattered glass, like Nemesis is written in blood. Well, this game was released on the PS1, and I'm not playing the PS1 version. I am playing the PC version, or rather the second PC version to have been released in 2006 by Source Next. Because back when I did RE2, I played the Source Next version, which had been modded. And just for consistency, I'm playing the Source Next version of RE3 with a mod. That mod being called the Resident Evil 3 Restoration Project, which was released in 2016. You can see the address there at the bottom. This mod does a few things. Just sort of fix it up and take elements from different versions of RE3, put them all together into one. This version of the game has full screen FMVs. The person who did the mod took voice clips from the PS1 version, music from the OST, which are higher bit rate than in this version of the game. Fixed up some things, just made it more playable on modern Windows. So, if you have the Source Next version of RE3, you could download this restoration project to make it a bit better. Just kind of fix it up in ways that the original version was not. So, with that, I think we should begin this game and see what it has to offer us. So it says last escape on the screen because in Japan, the name of this game was Biohazard 3 Last Escape. And then for the US version, its name was changed to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Named after the big man on the screen right there, Nemesis. Last Escape refers to, Jill's escape from Raccoon City. It's the last escape because, well, you'll see what happens to the city at the end of this game. Let's not spoil things. But first, I should mention, we got a couple difficulties we could choose. We're going to go with hard mode. Why are we doing hard mode? Because what I want to do in this game is fight Nemesis. You see, when Nemesis appears, you have the choice of maybe running away. You have the choice of fighting him. And if you're playing on hard mode and you defeat Nemesis, he drops a special item. He has 7 special items in all. And the goal of this playthrough is to get all 7 items of Nemesis. So to do that, we're going to be playing this on hard mode. So let's begin the game. Oh, in this version of the game, we start off with all of Jill's special costumes, but we are going to start off with normal, and we'll see what the other ones look like later. So let's begin the game. Let's get a little rundown from Jill about what's happening in Raccoon City, in which she sounds a little bit judgy. I don't know. Let's begin.
Resident Evil.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Okay, and you know this is going to be a more action-oriented Resident Evil when it starts with Jill flipping out of an exploding wall. Let's get up over here.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive. Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there! How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here!
No! I'm not going anywhere! I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters! Now leave me alone!
Well, it looks like Jill took refuge in this warehouse along with this man, but he really does not want to leave here.
I told you! I'm not leaving! Never! Just get away from me.
He is very determined to just stay here, which, yeah, on the surface, does not seem like that bad of an idea. Like, going outside is very dangerous, and this guy does not seem like he is prepared for the zombie onslaught. Not like Jill, wearing her battle suit here. Look, I just figure that she was looking in her closet on the day of the zombie outbreak. She saw the tube top and skirt, and she said, look, I never have an opportunity to wear this. If not now, when? I'm going to pick up this F8 spray. There's also H-gun bullets over here. We're going to take this. We should probably take a look at what we've got in the inventory. So, some of these things look familiar. One of these things does not. It's the reloading tool. A tool used to load mixed material into an empty bullet. It is used to combine with the gunpowder. So, in Resident Evil 2 Remake, they had you combine gunpowder to make new ammo. Well, that idea was introduced in original RE3. Except you use this reloading tool to do it. What can we use this for? Well, in our file, we have 2 game instructions. We should probably read them because this game did introduce some things foreign to Resident Evil. Some new things. How to play. They hope this improves our chances to survive. Well, we can shoot objects, we know. Quick turn, that's old. Emergency escape is new. When you're trapped by enemies, you can push them away to escape. Well, I guess you could... I think you could sometimes push zombies away, like if you got bit once, if you get bit a second time, you can push them away in previous games, but there's a bit more to it in Resident Evil 3, because now you also have emergency dodging. Just before an enemy attacks, you can perform a dodge move to evade it. So, this is the big mechanic that was introduced in RE3, that Jill can dodge and roll out of the way of enemies. I'll try to show that off as we play, but it is important to know, especially if you're going to be fighting Nemesis. Getting on/off an object. You can get on or off certain objects. I'm glad it clarified that for us. Map, we have a map. Live selection. Okay, this is something else that was new. So Resident Evil 3 has choose your own adventure segments, which we will see at some points. They're called live selections. It'll be easier to explain when we actually see them. But you know how choose your own adventures go. If you want to fight Nemesis, turn to page 52. If you want to run away, turn to page 96. It's that. Event cancel. You can skip certain scenes. Let's read game instructions B. Okay, combining gunpowder. So, if we want to make special ammos, we can do it with the tool. We will collect gunpowders A, B, and C. There are 13 different kinds of gunpowders we can mix. Gunpowder A is handgun, gunpowder B shotgun, gunpowder C grenade rounds, A plus C grenade flame, B plus C grenade acid, C plus C grenade freeze, C plus C plus C is magnum bullets. A few things we can do with gunpowders, and it will be important to know these things. We can also combine gunpowders directly with grenade rounds to make special grenade rounds. Also, if we repeatedly create the same kind of ammunition, we will make super ammunition. There actually did quite a lot with the whole reloading and gunpowder thing in this game. We'll see. Now, the reason I read through these all the way is because as we go through the game, we will be getting more files, right? To fill all these slots. If we collect and read all of the files in order, then this first file will turn into a secret file. It'll turn into Jill's diary, where she talks about what happened between RE1 and 3. But to do that, we have to get all of the files in order and read them in order, or else we don't get that diary. That includes these two first ones. So now you know that. Anyway, nothing else we can do for this man who is hiding in the container, so we just have to see what we can do for ourselves. This might be my favorite save music in Resident Evil. The RE3 save room music is very good. We will take the warehouse key. A small key with a tag attached to it. It says back door on the tag, which makes it the back door key. Ink ribbon. We know what these do, but we'll look at it anyway. I could save my progress with this if I used it with a typewriter. And now over here, gunpowders, which we will need to do things with. Alright, so if I were to combine gunpowder A and gunpowder A, I would get gunpowder AA. And if I combine that with the reloading tool, I would get more handgun bullets. I would get more if I combined them individually. Like if I combine gunpowder A with that and then gunpowder A with that, I think I would get 15 bullets each for 30 total. But if I combine these into gunpowder AA and combined it with that, I think I would get 35 maybe? I think I would get more. But I might want to do them individually, because if I did them individually, that means I would be doing this twice, which would be counting towards my count of how many times I create new bullets, towards getting super bullets, because if I keep making new bullets, I will eventually be able to make super bullets. But if I combine them into one gunpowder and use this, I will get more bullets, but I will only have done it once, one count towards getting super bullets. Well, this is an easy choice for me, because in this playthrough we will not be getting super bullets, because I will be trying to get another kind of ammo. So, I will combine this into gunpowder AA, mixture of two gunpowder A's. We can combine it with the reloading tool of grenade rounds, and I combine it with this to get 35 bullets, and combine these bullets with these bullets to get 65 bullets. You get it, right? It's simple. Simple. Look, they really wanted you to engage with the gunpowder system. You can make a lot of different kinds of things with it. I will take a knife with me, and I think I'll put away the F8 spray for now. So, ammo. Since I'm fighting Nemesis in this playthrough, that means ammo conservation at the beginning will be pretty important, so I'll want to just try to use the knife when I can to save a few bullets. Later on in the game it won't matter at all, though, as you will see. We can look around this room. Various reports are sorted here. Delivery voucher book. An area map for delivery service. Nothing really that important. I can also skip the door scenes in this version of the game, which is a nice feature for this version. Alright, we got the back door key, which means we can go out the back door. I no longer need it. I will discard it. Now, considering that guy is still hiding here, you'd think maybe it would be a bad idea to leave this door unlocked. He'll probably be alright. We could look around. Look at the ruined town. Look at this sign over here. Authorized personnel. What does that say? Raccoon Police. So I guess the police own this warehouse, I suppose. Now, the layout of this city is weird. Like, there's all of these, like, narrow corridors everywhere. I don't know what the inspiration for the city design was, but, you know, we'll see as we go. Well, a man just ran out of there. And these zombies are moving fast. So, in this game, you can have zombies that are running zombies. Sometimes, not always. Stairs fight. Sometimes knifing zombies on the stairs works better. We want to follow that guy who just ran out of there, but first I want to examine what's in this little room right here. Is he dead? He is dead, yes. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Not dead? No, he's getting up right away, too. Whoop. I thought I'd be able to run past him. I did not. There we go. What do we find down here? We find the lighter oil. Fuel for a lighter. So down here we find like a little safe room, or at least it was meant to be safe. But it wasn't safe for this man right here. But we can take his shotgun, which is kind of surprising because usually you wouldn't get the shotgun in an RE game until later. Here you get it right away. It's lucky he died before his guts were ripped out. I hope someday someone can say the same for me. Cases of drinking water. So someone was kind of prepared, but I guess the zombies broke in. Alright, the guy who ran away went this way. And down here are 2 green herbs, but due to inventory space, I will leave these here to pick them up later. We could try to go in the bar jack, but it's locked from the other side. What does that sign say? It says Science Muscle Cook on the right. Is that what that says? It's hard to tell. Anyway, there are zombies, but you knew that. Over here, this door has been sealed. Do I have a map already? I mean, not all the way in, but this door, this goes to the, it goes to a room that, I think in the PlayStation version, you could go in and change to different costumes. In this version of the game, it doesn't open. It never opens. You just pick your costume at the beginning of the game. I don't know why they made that change, but that man is being eaten by zombies. Well, fortunately, let's get up here. Someone left a map of the uptown. Now we have a full map. We can see the bar is right there. The boutique is what it's called, is right next to it. Over here is sales office. So you can see areas that you need to go to, buildings you need to go to, because they're glowing purple. We will take it. But fortunately, Jill has the high ground. As we know, that makes her unbeatable. You cannot defeat someone who has the high ground. Also, in Resident Evil 3, the knife, very weak. In some RE games, the knife is good. Like Code Veronica, knife is strong. RE4, the knife is quite useful. In the early RE games, however, like this, the knife, not doing much damage. Well, at least we have a good position to use it. No? Alright. You can also hear there's someone else he's crawling. He's crawling. Oh, here comes someone else. This is the guy who's getting eaten. He got up. I'm gonna go upstairs. I want to go up here to get the herbs that are up here, and the reason is that at some point, this fire escape is gonna get pulled up. And if we don't get these green herbs, they'll be lost to us forever. So let's get them now. Even though the zombies can't bite me up here, they can vomit on me. Sir? Sir, please. Sir? Sir? Alright. Now, is he coming back? He's coming back. Now he's not dead. He needs more knife. No? There we go. All right, this guy's crawling. He's a crawling. Let's get behind him. All right. There we go. I kind of like this because this is some nice environmental storytelling. Like, let's say someone else is exploring the dead town and they're running up here. And they come up here and they're like, wow, what happened here? There's just like a pile of dead zombies right here. And it's like you wonder, like maybe you'll find like a note or something. Maybe when Jill was up here, she was like writing a note about her knife fight with the zombies. And then like someone else finds it. And like Jill was just writing, man, it has taken forever to knife these zombies. And then you keep it as like a file. As you do. Wanted. Triplod. Any dices locked to fence will be removed. It's bikes. Any bikes locked to fence will be removed. I'm looking at that red sign on the right. Hearing some gunshots. And there's the guy. He's running off. Running off that way. Didn't see him much, but we saw him run off this way. Let's follow. Here he is. Now, we don't actually need to help him. He can handle it, but, you know, we might as well. We got our knife.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing something about this?
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill. The police aren't trained for this kind of situation. What could they do? Listen, he's coming for us. We're both gonna die.
What are you saying?
You'll see. He's after S.T.A.R.S members. There's no escape.
I like Jill's question there. Brad, why isn't someone doing something about this? Why isn't anyone doing anything about it indeed? There's a photo right here. It's a file. It's the clock tower postcard. We're going to pick it up. Picture postcard of a clock tower. The following explanation is printed on the back side. A landmark spot, St. Michael Clock Tower. We'll just take this with us. And if we look at this, that is the next one in order. Again, they have to be in order to get the secret file at the end. There's also some secret bullets over here in the cash register, as, you know, that's where they go. So that was Brad, member of S.T.A.R.S, who was running away from zombies. Here's a lighter. For some reason, he doesn't stick with us. You'd think they would stick together, but they do not. We're going to combine the lighter oil. Actually, let's look at the lighter. It has no oil left, cannot be used by itself. So we will combine with the oil to get an oil lighter. Wonderful. Is there something we need to burn? We'll have to find out. Now we got some music starting. Again, Resident Evil 3, great soundtrack. take a look back down here, where we found Brad. Looks like a little playground area, where like a child was drawing something in chalk on the ground. A discarded toy box. Once again, environmental storytelling. What could have happened? We'll never know. There's a door here. The shutter is down. Over here, a square hole. If you've played Resident Evil, you know you need a square crank. That's something you just need to keep in mind. There's a square hole right here, but we don't have a crank, so nothing we can do with that for the time being. Whoop. Look at this fast boy. This boy is so fast. It's like I was saying, some of the zombies are fast. It's kind of random, it seems. He's slow now. He is not dead, though. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna open this lock. This door goes back to an area of the road that I was already there. So that's just to open up a passage. But I don't need to go there right now. I just wanted to unlock that. Where I need to go is over here. We hear some squelch. Oh! We hear some squelching and a barrier get pushed down by some zombies. Some zombies who are shambling towards a red barrel. We should probably aim at that red barrel. Two of them were not close enough, but that's fine. That's just the game introducing you to that, saying, hey, that barrel's red. Look at how many zombies are around that barrel. What would happen if you shot that barrel with all those zombies around it, do you think? Let's go down here. Get some red herbs. We remember what red herbs do. You combine the green herbs with the red, and you get the mixed herb. And it restores your entire health if you use it. Also, we can search these bodies. And we get photo A. The policemen are pressing forward. It's dated September 27th. So this was yesterday. The big fight and the slaughter that we saw in the intro cutscene. Once again, we need to make sure we get them in order. It would be bad if we did not get them in order. Here's a door here. It's bound tight with rope and won't open, but it's soaked with oil. Fortunately, we did get this lighter, and we loaded it up with oil, didn't we? So this is like an obstacle that would block us until we've examined the entire place, and we found the lighter, and we found the fuel for the lighter. That's what we would need to find to get past this obstacle. You can hear dogs barking. Here's a fire. Here's a dog on fire. I dodged. Do you see that? It was fast, but it happened. So in RE1 and 2, of course, you could not really, move fast to avoid enemies, but if you get it just right in this game, you will do a very quick dodge. There's a fire. I cannot get past that fire. On the other side of that fire is the sales office, but I can't get past this. But over here, there is a hydrant coming out of this building. If we had a fire hose, we could use this hydrant to put out the fire. We do not have one. And over here, we find a safe room. I'm gonna put the lighter away for right now, because I won't need that until later. And I'm gonna take these gunpowders. And I think I will just put the gunpowders away for the time being. And I will take out the F8 spray and an ink ribbon, because we're going to do a safety save. Now, if you save a lot, you're not going to get an A rank at the end of the game. But that's fine. I don't need that. What I do need is a safety save for what's coming up now. Alright, I have 3 max healing items. I have some bullets, I have a shotgun, I have a knife. This should be enough. Books! Man, I want some books. It's too late now. Also, Jill could really go for some Burger Kong, home of the Whooper. But that's closed down now. No coffee? No, none of it. Does this road look large enough for cars to drive down? I'm just gonna ask. There are cars here. Do you think cars could drive on this? The roads in this city are extremely narrow. Now, we could try to go down here, but it is locked with a simple lock. Now, if you played Resident Evil 1, you might remember that if a door, well, if something is locked with a simple lock, then Jill could unlock it with her lock pick, since she is the master of unlocking, of course. But she does not have her lock pick right now. So, can't do anything about that. The bookstore is huge. Look at the size of this bookstore. It, like, starts over here, and then, like, we go down here, and it's, like, ends here. It's fairly big and fairly elaborate. It is a large book store. This is a waste of water right here. Water is gushing out from a broken hydrant. But what do we find? We find the R.P.D, which we spent so much time in Resident Evil 2, and Jill's workplace, of course. So let's go on inside.
Jill!
Brad!
We've got to...
Okay, it's live selection time, so we have to choose, do we fight with the monster, or do we enter the police station? Well, like I said, in this playthrough, I am going to be fighting with Nemesis. So here we go. Okay, Nemesis. He's big, he is strong. He will grab me with his left hand and run after me sometimes. We just kind of want to run around and... There's a few different ways you could try to take this fight. A few different ways. One way is to run past him on his right side. Well, he punched me. On his right side. Because he will try to grab me with his left arm. Like that. But if I run past him on the right side, on his big fleshy shoulder, he cannot grab. And the grab is a problem. Because if he grabs, and I have low enough health, he delivers a one-hit kill with his tentacle, like he did to Brad. So that's what I really want to avoid. He can punch and such, but the punch is not that big of a deal. Not as big of a deal. So there are also ways of glitching him out. Orange caution. I'm gonna heal myself. There's a way of getting him caught on the environment, so you get him stuck. But I don't want to do that. I want to fight him legitimately. Could also try to style on him by doing dodges, but okay, he's down. He's not actually dead because he's Nemesis. He's wakey wakey, get him up. Like I said, I could try to do the dodge roll. It's entirely possible to do it, but I'm trying to play it a bit safe. Yep, there we go. That's a dodge. Only 2 bullets left. That's all my bullets. Let's turn to the shotgun. Oh, you got me. He's gonna throw me and hope... Okay, he's gonna roar, which is gonna buy me some time. And that's it. Alright. So, the thing about when he grabs you like that, like I said, if you have low enough health, then he just gives you the tentacle to the face, and it's a one-hit kill. Fortunately, that did not happen. He bleeds purple stuff, yes, and he drops something. We will pick it up. Will I take the eagle parts A? I will. Now, I said at the beginning that I need to conserve ammo. This is why. I have no bullets left. I have 3 shotgun shells left. So, conserving bullets at the beginning is good. What did I get? A set of weapon parts, a scope, and a slide. A weapon can't be made by these parts alone. It's true. This is kind of useless right now. We'll have a use for it later. And here's Brad. Poor Brad. There is no way to save him. But we can take his card case. And inside the card case... a card of some kind is inside the case. It's a S.T.A.R.S card. An ID card for S.T.A.R.S with Brad's picture on it. So he got his ID card. Poor Brad. We will leave him here, where he will rest in peace until Resident Evil 2 comes around, and then either Leon or Claire will kill the zombie Brad to get his key. Let's go into the police station. And we are in a very familiar place here, but when we're here in Resident Evil 3, we can't go into most of the police station, because most of it is blocked off like this. It's completely blocked off. Now, this is before the events of Resident Evil 2, so at some point the boards came off of these doors. There's some green herbs here. Yes, very familiar music. I'm going to eat one. Num num num. There we go. A familiar puzzle, Statue of the Flying Goddess. There is no unicorn medal here, though. We don't need to do anything with that. Take these bullets. H-gun bullets. And let me take the police station map. So you see, the police station, we're only going to go on to a little bit of it. You see? That's the extent. So, most of the police station, not here in RE3. The only reason we're going in the police station is Jill needs to get to her desk at the S.T.A.R.S office. She forgot something there. She needs to go get it. Here's the computer. We can use the S.T.A.R.S card. Notice the S.T.A.R.S personnel. Due to the emergency, the key to the S.T.A.R.S office has been moved to the evidence room. Today's password for the safe is 4312. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, now does it? The key to the S.T.A.R.S office is locked, and the key is locked in a safe. We could assume that this was something that Chief Irons did when he was sabotaging the efforts of the R.P.D. I would assume so. Anyway, 4312. I mean, it's kind of rude for your boss to lock your office and then lock the key to your office in a safe. Yes, that is all my shells. No, I guess he's dead. Alright, so here is Leon's welcoming party. We can't really look at it. I guess Jill's not really noticing it. Someone has made quite a mess in here. Oh, who did it? Someone's gonna have to clean this up. Who do we find in here? Marvin! Did you make this mess? It's R.P.D. Officer Marvin Branagh. He's been fatally wounded by zombies. He's holding something in his hand. Marvin's report. Report, September 24th. There are reports of a theft in the municipal building before dawn. A jewel-decorated clock at the main gate was damaged. 2 of the 12 gems that are installed of the face of the clock are missing. Due to the lack of the available officers at this time, I have no choice but to suspend the research of this case. Signed, Marvin Branagh. September 26th. Based upon the autopsy report of a 42-year-old restaurant owner, I have discovered that he has one of the missing gems. He apparently took shelter in the police station at about 10 a.m., where he was shot to death within 10 minutes of having developed the symptoms. Since the city is currently under martial law, we are forced to suspend this case. At this time, we'll keep the gem as evidence. Signed, Marvin Branagh. So, yeah, there wasn't really time to investigate the stolen gems mystery when the zombie outbreak happened. Also, Marvin's not dead. Maybe Jill thinks he is, but this is before RE2, so he's alive right now. But Jill has other things on her mind. I cannot carry more items. I cannot just reload them into the shotgun. I have to pick them up, then load them into the shotgun. That's fine. I have no slots open, but this is the evidence room, so I should probably put some stuff away. While I'm doing this, I should refresh my memory. The combination was 4312, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was 4312. Are they dead? Nope, that one's not dead. Nope, still standing. I'm getting bit a lot by this guy. Just make sure he's... Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's right there. I know he is. Okay, he fell. He fell. Okay, now we get to the save room. We'll put this away for right now. We'll also put away Brad's card. Let's make a little bit of room. Also, here is a file someone left behind. Let's take a read. It's David's memo. My sanity is at its end. I still can't believe this is happening. We lost another man yesterday, Meyer, one of our better marksmen. He saw me panic once we were overrun by the zombies, but he came back to save me. But when the time came to return the debt, I ran. I could still hear him calling out my name. I can still hear the screams coming from behind, the sound of his flesh being stripped from its bones. I was afraid, terrified. It's the 27th. The fight to stay alive continues. I took out several zombies who managed to break through the barricades. Now I'm cutting through the chill with whiskey, unloading my Mossberg on anything undead. That shotgun's become a close friend of mine. I've blasted many a zombie into fertilizer with it. We've lost 13 men as of yesterday. In 3 hours, we'll bicker over trivial things in the meeting room. It's a total waste of time. When I finish this bottle, my old friend Mossberg will be turning one last body into fertilizer. Peace at last. I can hardly wait. We've taken the David's memo. You know, I don't see a body in here. Maybe David had second thoughts. I don't see anything in here. Nothing suspicious. We'll take gunpowder A, sure. Alright, I wanted to go back to the evidence room, because there are a few things we could look at, but the important one right now is this flashing light over here, locked with a number-based lock. So I believe it was 4, 3, 1, 2. There we go. We got the emblem key. S.T.A.R.S emblem is engraved on it. This is S.T.A.R.S key. A couple other things we can look at. For example, lock with a simple lock. But we can't unlock simple locks right now. Go over here. The blue gem. So this is what Marvin was talking about in his file. A sapphire shining in blue. He said that this was one of the 2 gems that was stolen from a clock face outside City Hall. We will just take it with us. Look, no one here needs it. We will just... It's fine if we just take it. It's fine. I'm going to put this away for right now. Also, considering that Jill is hurt, maybe I'll just quickly run back to the entrance because there were still 2 green herbs right there. Probably should just do that. Yep, this is blocked off too. Now that we have that, I think... Wait. I could have picked up that box of shotgun shells by Marvin. Could have just done that. I ran right by it. I wasn't able to do that before because I had too many items, couldn't possibly pick this up, but I can pick it up now. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but it's an easy-to-carry sawed-off shotgun. It's easy to carry. All right. Let's put this away. Maybe I should take this. Also, by here is another ink ribbon. And maybe I should take another safety save. And with that, maybe we will take a little bit of a break. We come back. We'll continue on exploring the R.P.D., which is a very familiar, safe environment, which holds no surprises for us. Be back in a few minutes. All right, we're back with RE. I'm going to put away this ink. I'm going to put away the ink ribbon. I just wanted to do a safety save because, hey, you never know what you're going to encounter. That might require you to, you know, have to reload your game. Alright, like I said, the reason Jill's here is because she is trying to get to her desk at the S.T.A.R.S office, which is up here. And of course there are zombies up here, but we are going to try to... Yep, nope. Did not run past that one. Here's something familiar. Look at this guy. Statue of a god holding up his soul. Well, he doesn't have a red gem now. And there's actually nothing we can do with him. That's fine. Alright. S.T.A.R.S office. Here it is. Let's unlock. We don't need that key anymore. Let's get rid of it. Get on inside. Alright. Here's the S.T.A.R.S office. It looks how we remember it. And here's Jill's desk. Now, what was it that she had to come here to get? It is, of course, the lockpick. Now she is truly complete. I can unlock the simple locks with this. The booming music agrees. Here's Chris's desk. The desk of Chris, a S.T.A.R.S team member. This disorganization probably reflects the owner's personality. I've never really been able to tell, but it kind of looks like next to his desk is a box full of herbicide, which was from RE1. Like, he just has a box full of bags of herbicide for some reason. That's what it looks like anyway. Here's Barry's desk. He has bullets on his desk. We're going to take those bullets. The desk of Barry, a S.T.A.R.S team member. A pair of replica guns are on the desk. It's the desk of Wesker, captain of S.T.A.R.S. She doesn't have anything else to say about that. You'd think she would, considering, you know, everything that happened. There isn't anything useful on this shelf. And, like, we can't really look at his desk or anything. We can look at the wall over here. Picture of the S.T.A.R.S team members. Same picture that was in RE2. Various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman contest winner, Chris Redfield. Now, if we want to collect all the files, we have to make sure we don't miss the fax machine, because here is a fax from Kendo Gun Shop. To the boys of S.T.A.R.S, I have some good news for you from my brother Joe. He has finalized a new handgun for official use. It is the M92F S.T.A.R.S Special, but he calls it the Samurai Edge because he is a huge weeb. It is the most balanced of the Kendo custom guns. Joe said, if you miss the targets with this, you should carry a teething ring instead of a gun in your holster, because you're a baby. You're just like a little baby. The goods will be delivered along with the proper documentation. I'm sure you'll be surprised when you see what kind of excellent parts are used for the M92F. I know you'll want to thank the good people who developed it. Sincerely, Robert Kendo, Kendo Gun Shop. You remember Robert Kendo? He's the guy who dies horribly in the original RE2, and the guy who has to execute his daughter in the remake. So either way, things don't go well for Mr. Robert Kendo. And so far, we have gotten all the files in order, which, again, is important. What else do we want to see? What we want to see... Well, over here is the desk of Rebecca. And in her bag over here is a first aid spray. We're going to take that. Over here is a communications device, but it's out of commission. I can't send any messages from here. Now, this cabinet over here is interesting. What's in it is random. It can be one of two things. What is it now? It is the grenade launcher, which is good. This could either be the grenade launcher or the Magnum. And the grenade launcher makes things a little easier. For right now. HKP grenade launcher, a small-sized grenade launcher developed for police use. Is loaded with burst rounds. You kind of wonder what business is going down in Raccoon City if this grenade launcher was developed for police use. Like, some problems were happening in this city before the zombies, you would think. Okay, I think that's everything in this room.
survivors found. This is Carlos. Send in support immediately.
Well, what was that? Someone named Carlos radioing for help. But we don't know anything about that. Anyway, the actual thing we came here for was the lockpick. So since we have that, we can leave. Down here, nothing. Solid barricade has been set up here. A small ventilation shaft. It's far too small for an adult to fit into, but maybe like some kind of small child could have fit in here at some point. Try to run by them. There we go. But there was a sound of breaking glass. And the music has now become all tense. I can't see anything outside of this window. So, he has come to play. Nemesis is back. You might have noticed he was holding something. That is a bazooka. So he is showing us that he can use weapons. And we should probably get ready for this fight. Let's see. I'm hurt. Why don't I use another green herb? And why don't I save again? Saving could be a good thing to do. Because honestly, this fight, for me, I feel like this is the hardest fight in the game. Just because of the environment that I'm in. It's very tight hallways. I'm gonna put this away. What do I want? So I'm looking at gunpowders now. Let's see, I have 2 gunpowder A's and 1 gunpowder B. I'm just thinking. Now, if I go to File, if I take a look at how you combine gunpowders, it does say C plus C is grenade freeze rounds. Now, that's something new for Resident Evil, because we've seen grenade flame and grenade acid, but we haven't seen grenade freeze. That's something that seems unique for this game. But I don't have enough gunpowders to make C plus C, but I could get some. Let's see if we can get some. Hello. We could also get him to waste his rockets. Okay, I meant to dodge that. It did not happen. I got... Jill, extremely tough. She tanked that rocket to the chest. Anyway, see, she's only on yellow caution. She is very tough. We can unlock this right here. This lock with a simple lock. There's a gunpowder B in here. We're gonna pick that up. We're gonna go back out here. He has a limited amount of ammo, so he will eventually run out. So let's see. We could get out our other gunpowders. So I have A and B. If I combined, I would get C. One of the items used to make ammunition, combined with reloading tool or grenade rounds. I could combine these for another C. I could combine these for a double C. I could get out my reloading tool and combine for 10 freeze rounds. Grenade freeze rounds. Special bullets whose warhead is filled with ultra-low temperature liquid nitrogen. Used for HKP grenade launcher. So the freeze rounds are very powerful, especially against Nemesis. So that's good to know. Let's see. What else do I want to take with me? Healing items, probably good. I will take this. This is probably good. I will equip this. I find that the place that I seem to do best if I want to fight him here is in the S.T.A.R.S hallway upstairs. I don't know why. Maybe it's the camera angles. So I'm going to go up there. Hello. Anyone in my way? He's coming. The boy is coming. Is he gonna punch a zombie? Okay, I just wanted to see if he would punch a zombie, but that zombie was coming after me. So we did not see him punch a zombie. He could. It's fun when he does. Alright, I want to make him use up his ammo. Okay, that did not work at all. See, I needed to run so he would not shoot me. But, I mean, if I could have tanked all of it, clearly... See, Jill overestimated the toughness of her skin. See, this is why we do safety saves. I'm gonna load a game.
Resident Evil.
They took everything from me, everything. I won't give up. I won't allow them to win. I will survive. They can't stop, comma, my last escape. I do have to get that gunpowder again, don't I? I do. The wording of the sentence is odd, isn't it? They won't stop, comma, my last escape. It just sounds off. But then a number of the dialogue does sound a little off. Like when at the beginning when I said that Jill sounded kind of judgy, like when she was talking about how the people of Raccoon City should have fought against Umbrella and how they kind of deserve what happens to them. It's like, wow, Jill. Way to victim blame. Well, anyway, this is the Resident Evil 3 experience when you're trying to fight Nemesis. Deaths will happen. Alright, what did I want to take? I wanted to take this, and this, and this, and that's probably good. Move too early. Yeah, I'm going to say that even if you know that the company you're working for is not exactly ethical, you probably don't realize that they are creating bioweapons. I don't know. I don't think many people in Raccoon City probably realize that. Let's equip this. Alright. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, he's running. There we go. Oh, he's out. Oh, he dodged. He can dodge my grenades. So just like Jill can dodge, he also can. And it's annoying. Don't do that, please. These freeze rounds are valuable. Yellow caution. Good enough, probably. Dodge. Okay, almost dodged. Orange caution. Let's use this. Oh, I'm out. Gotta tap the buttons before he grabs again. Okay, let's use normal grenades. Oh, I did not have room to dodge. So if... Hold on. That's it. That's the kind of dodging that I need to do. Okay. So if he throws you and you don't have enough health to get up in time, he will just walk right up to you and grab you again and then kill you. That is why his grab is so dangerous. I'm going to pick this up. I got the Eagle Parts B. Oh, also, this fight, a good deal harder if the weapon that you get is the Magnum. Because if you get the grenade launcher, you can use freeze rounds, which are very good against him. If not, you have to use... well, you don't get to use freeze rounds. You'll probably use the Magnum and the shotgun or the handgun. And they're just not as good against them. So there was some luck there. Okay. Let's have a look at what I got here. So what I just picked up, Eagle Parts B, a set of weapon parts, a frame and a magazine. A weapon cannot be made from these parts alone. So these are the first two items that Nemesis drops. We can combine them into the Eagle 6.0. STI Eagle 6.0, a custom-made gun for competitions. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds, so it uses the same ammo as the normal handgun, but it fires faster than the normal handgun, and also, every time you shoot it, there is the chance that it will do a one-hit kill headshot. Small chance, but it can do it. So it is a much better gun than our normal handgun, so we are putting our normal handgun away. I'm also going to put the grenade launcher away for time being. Also put away one of these first aid sprays. So this is our new weapon. And let's see, what do I want? Well, what I'm going to need is the lockpick. So with that, we're actually done with the police station. We could go down here if we wanted to. There's like a bunch of zombies down there. I could go in the conference room. If we went into the conference room, we would find... Here's Jill's ID card. We don't actually need it. This is if you didn't fight Nemesis in the courtyard, and if you did not get Brad's card, you could find Jill's ID card and use this with the computer, but we don't actually need it. Also, there's nothing here because if there were not any shotgun shells by Marvin, there would be shotgun shells here. But we found shotgun shells by Marvin, so it's fine. Also, here is a can of not Coke hovering in front of the planet Earth. We cannot get any, unfortunately. None for us. None for us. I'll put this away. Also, I could try to fight my way to down there, to the end of that hallway. And if I did, there would be 2 red herbs. I don't know if I want to bother using the ammo to get down there, though. Alright, so with that, now we can say that we are leaving the police station. And we're leaving Marvin to, as far as we know, bleed to death. And that's it for the police station. We're leaving it for good. Alright, so the reason that we needed to do that was because down here there was a locked door, but now that we have the lock pick, hey, it's opened up. Let's head on inside. Look at how narrow this is. Like, what is this? Like, what is this city layout? Where are we? There's a red barrel here. Also, something just crawled out that window, but it's probably not important. Will I take the H-gun bullets? Yes. He's holding something. It's a mercenary's diary. September 1st, following 6 months of intensive training, my body's edge has returned. I was a good soldier, but they ordered my execution with no reason given. I was tortured and forced to give a false confession. But on the morning of my execution, a miracle happened. The company had helped me out, giving me a second lease on life. I guess the company would probably be Umbrella. We would assume. September 15th, I ended my vacation short and returned to the HQ office. It looks like the UBCS unit's been called into action. Umbrella maintains its own paramilitary unit to counter corporate terrorism and VIP abduction. In addition, they have nightmen who specialize in handling problems caused by illegal products. I'm currently a member of the latter. So, we are establishing Umbrella has its own private army. This is something that comes up now and again. September 28th. Dawn's here, but we're still slogging through this nightmare. There's no provisions of any kind here. The undead walk the streets, feeding upon the flesh of the living. Given the choice again, I would rather have been executed. Death Row was a heavenly asylum compared to this place. I've chosen to pull the trigger myself in the hope that my dead body won't come back to life. Alright, so this man worked for Umbrella, and he was sent in to Raccoon City to handle a problem with the product. And so far, we do have the files in order. Down here, we find a hydrant, and on it is a fire hose. Hey, we need a fire hose to put out that other fire. But it's fixed with bolts. We can't take it off with our bare hands. We need to find something that we can remove the bolts with. Over on the side is the Catholic Student Center, which is a sign that we'll see a lot. It's used a lot throughout this game, the Catholic Student Center. Also, we're passing a couple of blue herbs. Above the blue herbs, cool pizza. But the important thing is that the blue herbs cure poison, so the fact that they're giving us blue herbs means that there's something coming that causes poison. But actually not here. Let me re-equip this. Here is dogs. Oh, got a headshot on that. Like I said, this gun can randomly do a one-hit kill headshot. So that happened with that dog. Oh, I didn't bring the knife with me. Well, that's fine. The knife would have been useful here. We also heard someone shooting a machine gun back here. There's a headshot. However, the weaponry was of no use. We'll take his gunpowder B anyway, though. He was apparently bitten into the neck until he died. Parking entrance. Regulations regarding the usage of this parking area are written here. Well, Jill doesn't care about those regulations. To hell with those regulations. Over here, there's something sparking. It seems to be charging the battery. Will I take the power cable? Yes. Jill's protagonist senses tell her that maybe she might need this cable. Let's check it. As a large capacity power cable for use with large machinery. Maybe we might need it. What did that sign say? Stop engine before pumping. It's not really... It's not a gas station, is it? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like there's a place to pump gas. Let's pick up some handgun bullets. We'll put away the gunpowder, and we'll put away the cable for right now. Also... maybe just take my knife back out. The knife would probably be useful. Also, why not another save? Shouldn't need it here, but you never know. Jill Slippery, the master of escape. Fortunately, someone left the downtown map right here for us. Let's take a look at it. Okay, downtown map, what we got? We got restaurant up here. We got newspaper office. We got the gas station. We got the trolley. And we got the substation. So there are a few areas in downtown that we do need to get to. Also, I'm going to take my shotgun out. It's a thing! So here's a new kind of enemy in Resident Evil 3. I believe this one is called the Drain Demos. There's another one that's a lot like it called the Brain Sucker, but I think these are Drain Demos. They're honestly not that much of a threat. There's an elevator up here, but it's not working. There's no power supply connected to it. That's because we need to find a battery. So this elevator would go to the substation if we could find a battery for this elevator. We probably should remember that. Also, a neat thing. You see like there's a bunch of pallets swinging up there? Well, if you can get like one of these guys beneath it and like you shoot up. Yeah. It would kill it if you got it beneath it when you did that. So that's kind of neat. I don't think this guy has anything. Does this guy have anything? He does. He has a gunpowder. His expression shows insane agony and pain. Oh. Well... it's probably a good thing that we save that game. Because it looks like Jill has fallen into an alternate dimension. An alternate dimension of constantly slamming doors. She will never find her way out of Raccoon City now. Hold on. That can happen. Not often, but it can. The game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. It is funny to see that warning in this game, considering what the graphics look like and how much more intense
Resident Evil
things got in later games. Like when you think about the when you think about what Resident Evil 2 remake looked like. compared to, you know, the PlayStation 1 version. Jill is positive that they will not stop her last escape. They absolutely will not. Right? Oop, there we go. Get that. Fortunately, we're just right here, downtown. Things we have to go to. Purple's equipped shotgun. There is a guy here. He's died in pain. Here's this thing. But hey, why don't we just run around it? There we go. It worked this time. Scum! Well, someone's calling a zombie some scum and running away. Let's see if we can catch up. Well, over here, actually, I could use a green herb. I might as well take one of these. Over here is one of the wonderful Raccoon City art installations. Place your wisdom here. That's not what the text on that pedestal says. That doesn't even say anything, really. There's a hollow space for something to be put in. The future is in our hands. We could take the bronze compass. But if we do, like, this water starts pouring, and you can see how there's, like, an exposed wire down there, and electricity. So if we tried to walk into the water, we would get electrocuted and it would do damage. So, we can't actually do that. Bronze-made compass. It says future in my hand on it. Well, we're just going to have to put it back. I'll turn this off. Yeah, it's not just the mansion or the police station that has these art installation puzzles. The whole city does. We must channel our knowledge to the future, for it shall always show us our greatest destiny. Raccoon City Mayor, Michael Warren. Up here we can see the movie theater where they're showing Biohazard 4. And this is Grill 13. So on the map, this is the restaurant. And this is the only person that guy could have run to. So let's go inside. I will take a gunpowder A. Make sure I take the file. The city guide. City guide, the tracks of our city. Dear citizens, thanks to kind and generous people of Umbrella Inc., this is a peaceful and friendly city. The vast donations from Umbrella Inc. have been used for welfare work, the construction of public utilities, and to help maintain public peace. In 1992, it was my 5th year as mayor of our beautiful city. It was then that through many donations and hard work, our city was able to rebuild the municipal building, create a state-of-the-art hospital. That sentence doesn't seem complete, but okay. In honor of these fine accomplishments, I was awarded with a grand statue that same year. The statue rests in the municipal building. I came to the city as an engineer more than 35 years ago. I made contributions to the electric systems and to the installation of the cable car. I pledge to follow the tradition of this fine city and will devote my life to its prosperity. The mayor of the city, Michael Warren. Well, we never meet Michael Warren. We did meet his daughter in The Ghost Survivors. It's the only time we see her alive. Anyway, we can look around this restaurant, and we can find this lamp. It's lit. We can also find this heavy-looking cover. There's a hole to hook something onto. We can also find flammable gas is leaking, which seems bad. Also down here, clearly, one of the employees had an attitude. It says no smoking, but they crossed it out because screw the rules, old man. Also, next to it is probably my favorite bit of text in this game. Buy-in situations of various foodstuffs are written here. What is a buy-in situation of a foodstuff? Is it just saying that here is the menu and this is how much the items cost? That's the only thing I could think of. I don't know what else a buy-in situation for a foodstuff could be, but I really like it. Let's go down here. It's locked with a simple lock. Will I use the lockpick? I will. And inside, I will get the fire hook. Its edge is in the shape of a hook. It must be used to hook something. Well, this plate over here had a hole that we could use a hook with, so let us use a hook.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie. My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah, we came all the way out here to save you civilians, but the mission went bad the minute we landed.
How did he find me?
Alright, Nemesis is back. I mean, you can see that. We can either run into the basement, or we can hide inside the kitchen. And what we're gonna do is hide inside the kitchen.
Over here!
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us!
Well, yes, but it was kind of an urgent situation, and it knocked him out. And he drops his third item. So we will take the F8 box. So what this is... So it's an item that holds 3 first aid sprays. So instead of holding 1 full heal item at a time, we can put 3 of them in here. So this is the third item he drops, and it's a very useful one. Also, we probably shouldn't spend too much time here. Because he was just taking a nap.
I need to ask you something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
How kind of you. Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars!
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. No time for talking. If you can believe me, then join us. Think about it!
Well, alright. So we met Carlos. He's with Umbrella, and of course Umbrella are evil, but he seems alright. Also, Nemesis is still here. Yeah, he wasn't down. He's still there. Now we can hear the Nemesis menacing music, letting us know that he's outside. He can't come in, but the music just lets us know he's outside. So we could fight Nemesis, but we've already got his item for this part, so we don't actually need to. And actually, what the room we're in right now is the room that I use a lot in this part of the game. I usually refer to it as the hidey hole, because it's a save room I keep coming back to repeatedly. Because it's in the middle of a bunch of places that we need to go to. Which are these purple places. It's like right in the middle of them. If we look around, we can find... the you can't carry any more items, is what we found. I'm going to put the lockpick away, because I don't think I need it right now. I'm also going to put the gunpowders away. And I'm going to put the F8 box away. And now let's pick things up. It's the rusted crank. But what shape is the rusted crank? We can check it. It's a hex-edged crank. The grip is heavily rusted. So it's the rust hex crank. We can also find the shotgun shells. And I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to take out the ink ribbon. I'm going to save my game, because I think that's about enough for tonight with our beginning of Resident Evil 3. We've started Jill's adventure, her last escape, as she is attempting to find her way out of the city, but there is no way out of the city, so what should we do? What should she do? Zombies are everywhere, monsters are everywhere, and Nemesis, for some reason, is trying to kill S.T.A.R.S, and Jill is the only S.T.A.R.S member left. So, what are we doing next time? We've got all this place to examine, all these purple places, so we're going to check these places out, and we're going to see if we can do that, if we can escape Nemesis, and see if we can meet up with Carlos again. Jill, of course, does not trust Carlos, does not trust Umbrella, but maybe she might have to. We will see. As Nemesis waits outside our door for, until we come back. He's just going to wait out there. He's very patient. We'll see you next time.